Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And today we are going to talk about stocks, real estate, crypto, economy crashing. Millionaires are made during this time to get you a little excited. And welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the live stream, the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream, where it's members only that can be in the chat room. Everybody else can watch. Stop struggling now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about it tonight because everybody recognizes there is a bear market, except when you have 2 days in a row where the markets are going up. Isn't that kind of strange? We're going to talk about that tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, how do you become a millionaire when things are going bad? We have solutions. That's what we do here in the SSN Nation. And first things first, just so the YouTube gods know that we have people in the house, please smash that like button. And during the course of this live stream, if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel. Click the all notification bell. Now, let's get into it, because the second part to this is, if you received the YouTube notification and saw the trailer, please let me know. That would be very helpful here in the comments section. And also, that would be very good to know if you're not a member of the channel with the icon next to your name. You can't be in the chat room. So if you see this video, please make a comment. The video in replay, please make a comment down below. All right, let me look who's in the house first. It looks like Professor Auntie Val is in the house. That's right, Professor Auntie Val is what she's called around here, ladies and gentlemen. And look at the icon next to her name. So I have to welcome her into the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream. And once again, members only with the icon can be in the chat room. And she says her tagline, "Good evening, fam, with the heart, with the strength and the support." Thank you so much, Professor Auntie Val. And she says, I received the notification and the trailer. That is very good. We started off with one person that has said they've seen the notification and saw the trailer. And speaking of the gear that I talked about earlier, I don't talk about this enough, but you can always go to StopStrugglingNow.com. And that's where you'll find the SSN merchandise. And this is just one of them, Emerging Millionaires. And then we have others, such as CEO of My Life, Nobody's Coming to Save You, Hard Work Equals Entrepreneur, a few other things. And you'll be surprised. Sometimes you get stopped in the street, so you have a little advertising going on as well. All right. And there we go. Hello, everyone. Victor Marrero's in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream with the icon next to his name, and he brings his tagline with him, ladies and gentlemen. He says, "Hi all," and then of course, "Let's do it," or "I move." That's my tagline. All right, his tagline, "Let's do this." That's what his is, ladies and gentlemen. So once again, let's get into this today, because look at here. This is the stock market today. Can you believe this? Can you really believe what you're looking at here? You want to know why? Once again, SSN Nation members, they know the statistics. They know. You guys know. Men and women, even children who listens know this. We've been talking about this for the last 3-4 years, and it's always been the same. The top 10% of the wealthiest own 89% of the stock market. That's why you can't go buy the stock market. That is not how ordinary citizens live. Stock market's going up, but yet everything's going down. What I mean by everything going down, I mean stocks are going down, real estate's going down, crypto's going down, gold, silver, and precious metals, they're not quite going down, but they're not going up either. They're just moving sideways, so pretty much. So therefore, how is it that stocks are going up? And you guys already know over 100 million people are out of work. But yet there's enough room in the stock market. You know why? Because there's only really top 10% means 35 million people out of the 350. Well, I account for children being under a certain age. So I call 35 million people is 10%. So think about that, ladies and gentlemen. That is why the stock market can go up. There's other things at play. So therefore, this is why millionaires will be made. And there's a reason. The stock market, there are plenty of stocks, even though the stocks went up today, that have dropped 40, 50, 60%. But nobody wants to talk about those. So therefore, if you invest during this time when there's blood in the streets, and then if there's some sort of upside for stocks, a bull run, as they call it, bull run means markets going up. Bear market means markets bearing down, going down. So we've been in a bear market. These little upticks, I do not expect them to continue, but we're going to talk about that again. We show love here in the house. Good evening, Victor. That's from Professor Auntie Val. Moses Tillman's in the house. He's here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream with members only chat. And he has the icon next to his name. That's why he can be in the chat room. And he has his tagline, good evening, SSN fam. And then he says his tagline, let's effing go. That's exactly what we're trying to do here. Moses Tillman, you know how we do it. Put the pedal to the metal. We always have solutions. And Auntie Val says JP Morgan recommends Bitcoin over real estate. Are we serious about this here? Professor Auntie Val, that is a travesty. Time to make some moves in real estate, I think. Exactly. Exactly. This is incredible. A banking entity, a conglomerate is saying they recommend Bitcoin over real estate. Oh my goodness. This is very, very interesting. Wow. I can't believe it. Auntie Val, good evening. Are you moving your nose to the stronger pool? Oh my. Or are you selling out of it? I am on the fence because of the price of strong. Wow. Okay. I'm behind on the strong thing. I better find out what's going on. It's time to sell. I'm just point blank saying it. Time to sell. Get out. If you haven't already. Mostly all node projects. I mean, it's been a disaster for pretty much. It's a disaster for crypto altogether. But if you want some free crypto about now, the link is down below where the free $10 from Coinbase, free $5 of crypto from Webull. So those links are down below. At least I hope they are. Let's see. Yes, they are down below. So make sure you get those. But yes, I don't understand this crypto. It's been very, very bad. So I wanted to bring this up about crypto, but we're going to talk about the stock market. The 10-year yields at 2.75, which is okay. And look, around the world, Hong Kong, Germany, London, all up. Is there something that we missed? Is the Ukraine war over? I mean, was there a truce or something? Because this is crazy. How stocks are doing in 2022. Notice this section here. You notice this section here, minus 11.6, NASDAQ minus 26.91, and the S&P negative 16.52%, and the Dow is negative 11.61% for everybody on podcast. That's right. So again, this is incredible that they're down that amount on the stock market, and we're still sitting here looking at red. I mean, green, shall I say, for the last 2 days, green. That's a travesty, in my opinion. But what also is a travesty is what David Moss has done with Strong. That's a travesty. Um, I don't like any of these moves he's been doing. So, like everything else, licking wounds, taking L's in the crypto space, it continues. So, out of Strong, out of trying to think, out of Hector, out of Wonderland time. I mean, this is just crazy. Cops crash, smart swaps. I wasn't in them, but I was in those first four. The last ones I'm talking about is smart swap crash, not in that. Swap next crash, not in that. This is a travesty, ladies and gentlemen. All right, what's happening? And it's a doggone shame. Same. Hey, Boston SSN fam. Vanessa Comagate's in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream, where it's members only that can be in the chat room, those with the icons. So if you're not a member, please make sure you join. Vanessa Comagate, and then once again says, hey, Boston SSN fam, got the notification. That means there's 2 people that has received a notification that's here tonight. So thank you, Auntie Val. Yeah, me too. Just accumulate a move to pool or cash out to other projects. I have my ROI, so we'll tread lightly just in case strong chain is a thing. I like that, Professor Auntie Val, because as long as you got your ROI, time to exit, in my opinion, but leave something in there because you had all those nodes. But I agree with your assessment there. Auntie Val, what's good, sis? From to Vanessa Comagate, no doubt. I hear you, but I hate to take the big L. I am thinking moving them to the stronger pool will at least continue to grow at the rate of 0.94. We already got jammed up anyways. Yeah, exactly. It depends on, again, this just goes to show Professor Antival got in earlier in the project than did Victor Marrero, myself, a lot of other people. So her determination is going to be different than somebody else's timeline, which brings me to a very important point. When you see a person that's successful or someone you feel is very successful, whether it's financially, education, it doesn't matter, just success overall. The thing you have to look at is you're on a different timeline. You don't know where their start and end, or start and what part of the journey they're on. Because some people are successful after 5 years, some are successful after 10, some are successful after 15 or 20. So when you say, hey, this person's successful and I can do this, well, you may be on a different timeline. So just to think that you can do it in 1 year or 2 year, that's good to think. But they took 15. So there's different timelines. So you have to be on your own timeline, which also makes your own decisions financially are going to be based on your timeline and what has happened during your timeline. So that's why you see the talk between us three. Me and Marrero is generally around the same timeline. Professor Auntie Val is on a longer timeline. She was in Strong Block before we were. So therefore, we're going to look at things a little differently than she would. So she's going to make different decisions. So just giving you guys an idea. So when somebody says, hey, this is what I'm doing. Now, when I said what I'm doing, just like when I talked about powerful dragons, I'll bring them up again. I've been checking them out for like a month, maybe 2 months. All right. So I just made a video about it now, but they haven't done anything in those 2 months. They weren't staking. So basically, you just bought this piece of art. We'll call it NFT because that's what it is. And then there was nothing else to it. So there was nothing to talk about. But when they came out with staking like 3 days ago or 2 days ago, now it has a little bit more value in theory if it can keep up because it's staked. So now I talk about it. So we're all on the same line. If you decided to go over in powerfuldragons.com and get an NFT for $50 USDC, then we're almost on the same timeline, whether I bought it 2 months ago or bought it yesterday. We're on the same timeline with regard to the staking. And then when they come out with if the play to earn game comes out, then once again, we're all on the same timeline because the play to earn game isn't out. So if something happens, we'll all be on the same timeline if we all started within the same week or two. That's all I'm trying to say. So hopefully you understand about that. All is well, Professor Val, staying safe in good old USA. That's right, Auntie Val, exactly. Good for you. Glad you're able to ROI. Not my case, so I need to stay with the ship like the Titanic. Victor Marrero, exactly. Um, Stuff fell fast, but exit, parachute out. That's all I can say. I don't know what's going on with them. Auntie Val, yep, I will use my nodes RPC. So I guess taking so long to build gives me a few more weeks to play. Exactly. You got that right. So again, we've been hit by everything. The stock market is going up, and I don't understand how that continues. And we're going to sit. Let me do something else. I'm going to do this here because a lot of people may not know this next information because you're going on about your business. You might have known about the stock market, but did you know about this? How about the housing bubble? U.S. new home sales just plunged to pandemic era lows. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? New home is where it starts. If you have new home sales drops and you all of a sudden start having developers not fulfilling their obligation to build the development because people aren't buying, all of a sudden, no new homes. You're going to have used homes on the market. And now you have a flood of used homes on the market. So now that means prices start dropping. Now, let's get into this. Let me show you. No, thank you. Look at this. Annual pace of 591,000 units from the U.S. Census Bureau is the annual pace. All right, let me see if we can get here. I know what the number is. I just wanted to show you here so you could see it. And what I'll do is, here's what I wanted to show, reflected a nearly 17% slowdown from the prior month's rate. So that's significant, in my opinion. I'm going to leave this link in the chat room. So anybody that sees the live stream now or the live stream after on record or replay, you'll be able to see this as well, be able to get it. So just so you understand what's happening here, interest rates have increased. So now if builders all of a sudden start packing up, because remember, they have a lot of leverage, they still owe money, whether they're going to sell or not. So if you have a downturn of 17% April to May, what happens if May to June, this month of May, also has a 17% downturn? And if you're talking about 750,000 units goes down to 590, and then it goes down to 450,000, all of a sudden, that's going to create other factors that are going to come into play. And that means no new homes. People are going to start looking for the other homes. The other homes, people are like messing up with those. And check this out. In fact, I haven't even looked this up, but I just want to show you something. I haven't even checked this out, but I wanted to see the foreclosure rates 2022 just because we're in real estate too, right? If you're in real estate, here goes something that you might want to see. Look at this. Okay. Just off the Google, lenders repossessed 2,830 U.S. properties through completed foreclosures, REOs, in April 2022. Down 36% from last month, but up 82% from last year. 2,800 homes is not a fire sale make. But when you have 2,000 homes going through foreclosure, or 3,000 almost, 2,830 is almost 3,000. 3,000 homes is not that many when you really think about it. But if you have new home sales dropping, you have foreclosures on the rise, and you have people putting their homes on the market. Like I said, here in the ATL, there's all kind of homes for sale. So these are the kind of things that you have to think about. What's going to happen in real estate? Come on now. Let's talk about it. Rub your genie together, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Rub it together. Don't be in denial. These numbers mean something. All of this means there's a bear market in real estate happening while you're sleeping. You're hearing about all these high prices. That's true. They are high. In fact, they're overpriced. 2006, 2005, all over again. But interest rates are going up as well. So therefore, what you could buy 6 months ago, you can't buy now unless you got a raise of 10, 20,000. That's the difference in the significance of the Federal Reserve doing what they want to do. So just think about that as well. So what's the solution, you ask? Well, you have only a couple, and we talked about it on the Monday night live stream where people were Driven Fortitude was in the house, and she was asking about HELOCs. Well, again, you can take chances or you don't have to take chances. You have a house. If you live in it, okay, value may not matter because you live in it and you pay in the rent or paying the mortgage. If you actually have passive income from a rental property, then what are you going to do then? You don't care what the value of your property is because you're getting passive income. So some people are on the passive income train who doesn't care about property value going down. Other people will care about their property value going down. And therefore, if you have a HELOC right now or trying to get a HELOC, or you should be getting a HELOC if you want to have a duffel bag of cash, that's what you should be doing. Because then you need to take that money out, but you need to have it in your hot hands. Don't leave it over there at the HELOC because if your home price dips, they're going to snag it from you. All right, let's go see. Wow, it's slowly coming to a city near you. Exactly, Vanessa Comagate. It's just a matter of time. It's rolling blackouts. It's coming. And there's the link, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to go check out those new home sale prices. So check that out. Okay. New home sale plunge. Get your cash, duffel bags ready. Let the Shark Fest 2020 through 2023 begin. Exactly, Victor Morero. We're at about 2006 right now. And by the way, didn't the Federal Reserve meet today? You guys have to forgive me. I'm reason why I'm not on top of this is because I've been here handling family matters. So I've been doing some other things, getting some things situated, rearranged, and all kind of things. I don't see show officials expecting to raise rates 3 times. Okay, we knew that. They're going to raise rates 3 times. Well, why are the guys? Why are the stocks going up? When you hear that news, they're going to raise interest rates 3 times. And why does the stocks go up? Because they are in the top 10 percenters most of the time, over 89% of the stock market. So they don't really care. That helps them out dramatically because the 10-year yield, things like that are going to increase. Banks are going to increase as far as what they're going to give you back for savings, which is probably going to be 1.5% or something. And that also means they get to charge more money for loan products, for financial industry products. That is what they care about. And the reason why it matters most is because they get special deals from the Federal Reserve, they being companies, corporations, very, very wealthy people. They're able to use their corporations to get interest rates of under 2%. So to them, they love hearing this interest rate increase because that makes everything cost more. So when they charge you more, you don't think nothing of it. So keep that in mind. All right. Okay. Curtis Davis is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream where it's members only that can be in the chat room. And he has the icon next to his name, which means he's a member. And he has a tagline as well. Hello, SSN family. And he brought his ABMM with him tonight. They always be making money. And that's what we have to do here in 2022. Passive income, ladies and gentlemen, is the mantra for 2022. And once again, Curtis Davis, I always have to show some love because Mr. Financial is his AKA here, but he has his own YouTube channel under Chilly Davis, Chilly Davis. That's where you got to go to get stock updates throughout the day and maybe even evening, sometimes during morning. You just never know when he's going to give you some love like that. So go over there and smash his like buttons, check out some videos, subscribe to his channel, and it's Chili Davis, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's see what they got admin bond today. We'll wait the required period for the court, and then the Atlanta land is free and clear. Beautiful. We'll use value to build, rent, and acquire rentals. Time to shop. Auntie Val, there you go. I love to hear this. And depending on who's, if it's yours alone or other family members, remember the golden deal that you have right now is you can use your land as leverage and collateral. Just keep that in mind. I don't know if you'd want to do that, but that's an option. And I always like using other people's money if possible. If somebody says, hey, you have this land and it's worth, I don't know, 200,000 or whatever, and you say, hey, I want to get a building loan, construction loan, and they start, and you go, hey, I have land that's 200,000. All of a sudden, next thing you know, they're like, oh yeah, we can help you out here. You know, you want to put yourself in positions like that if possible. Use other people's money, but you don't always have to leverage. That's true. But I just want to say that's one way to do it. No Fed meeting, just notes released from last meeting. Professor Auntie Val, thank you so much. It looked that way. Good evening, Mr. Davis. Some more love from Professor Auntie Val. Vanessa Kamake. Okay, Chili D is in the house. Yes, he is. Good deal, Auntie Val. Congrats. Exactly. Congratulations. A new landowner, acres of landowner, which means you have acres of options. And you could always do what I can't say in Alabama, but in the Midwest, people loan their land to some of these big mega corporations, lease it, and get paid every month and do nothing. That's an option. She has lots of options, ladies and gentlemen. The value of owning land and lots of it. All right. Good deal, Auntie Val. Congrats once again. Thanks, sis, trying to get in on the real estate fund. Well, Auntie Val, you're going to be able to get in on the real estate fund. Just chill out and watch what happens. Because, well, I'll put it this way. Two things happen. When real estate goes down for housing, real estate goes down for acreage. Unless the acreage is already, something's up the street. I'll just use like a shopping center they built up the street. Now your land starts becoming more valuable. Or you can create the value yourself. You guys, I already told the story about Ray Charles's son who decided that he was going to put something in the middle of the desert with his 20 acres because they were in the middle of the desert was the 20 acres. So he, like I said, in case you're new here and haven't seen that story before or heard the story, I'll just be short about it, but 20 acres. And he says, I'm building a sports park for its dirt. So he's like, all I have to do is I don't have to do any concrete. I don't have to do any real infrastructure. It's all dirt anyhow. So now all I got to do is put some mounds in. So then the motorcycle guys can come in and do their motocross stuff. I can do the ATV. They do that. I can have camping. He had this whole grand plan. It can work. It does work. It did work. So what can you say? And you charge people. That's the funniest thing. He's able to charge people. It's crazy. Yes, we are waiting for the prices to drop. Exactly. New homes and business developments all around us. Oh, see, Auntie Val has even more opportunities because I think she told us already, but I know for a fact if you have developments all around you, people have already been trying to contact whoever was the official owner of the land before. They were already contacted. And if you've been going through this for a while, then somebody's probably already contacted you and made some sort of offer because you're smack dab where you want to be. That is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Yes, ma'am. Beautiful, beautiful. What's up, everybody? Andy Ortiz is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here with the icon next to his name. And he says, what's up, everybody? What's up to you, Andy Ortiz? Once again, thank you so much for being here in the house. I appreciate it greatly. Very nice to see you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep it moving because there's lots to talk about these days because it just won't stop. Economy's crashing, crypto's crashing, real estate's crashing, stocks are crashing. Is there anything else that's crashing? I mean, that's pretty much everything. That's what makes the world go round, is the economy. Now, I will submit to you another thing that a lot of people don't consider. If you had 100 and we'll just say 185 million people working, and all of a sudden now you have 90 million people working, isn't that a crash? That's a huge crash, in my opinion. So now, when you have all these people out of work, why aren't they rushing to get jobs? So we all know why they're not rushing to get jobs. Let's just keep this plain and simple. There may be somebody right here, right now, that has children and they have to do childcare. And if you do have to do childcare, oftentimes you might have to spend $500, $600 a week. That is worth $800 to $850 worth of a salary. $800 a week salary means you got to get paid $20 a month. I mean, $20 an hour. That's 800. So think about it. So a person goes, okay, so 1 week I got to pay for childcare. The second week and third week I have to pay for where I live. And the fourth week I have to buy food. Sure, I'll have some left over. But now we have expenses, right? Electricity. We have maybe cell phones. We might have cable. I mean, that'll add up pretty fast. That'll be half of that's gone. And then food. I mean, this starts getting kind of dicey at 20 an hour. So how is it that somebody's going to walk in and say, I'll take 20 an hour? I don't see it. Or 15 an hour, or 12 an hour, or 10 an hour. The numbers don't make sense. So you have to make it make sense. So in order for somebody to get excited, it has to get into the stratosphere where most employers don't want to be. Whether you go, hey, I need to make 25 an hour and 30 an hour. How many employers pay that much? 5 million? 2 million? Are you in a union? Unions, unfortunately, are almost a thing of the past. So you're not going to be getting your $45 an hour most of the time in the free market. So I'm just saying, these are the type of things that are happening, ladies and gentlemen. And that's why nobody's signing up. Everybody's going, why doesn't somebody want to work? Well, let's face facts. You could act a fool online. You can be on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. You can act a fool or act like yourself and start a YouTube channel or start the podcast or start all this and be at home. So now you don't have to pay for childcare. That takes out the $600, $700, $800 a week. That's now not having to be paid. So in essence, you're actually paying yourself that. And when you really think about it, and then if you all of a sudden are able to catch fire and you're able to generate thousands of dollars per month from sitting at home and doing what you love to do, why would you be rushing in? And a lot of people can go viral these days. That's the thing. Except SSN Nation. I'm just saying. All right. Because we do cold, hard facts here. People don't like cold, hard facts. Yes, sir. Auntie Val, congratulations. Real estate can be addictive. Passive income all the way. And she says, yes, sir. That's exactly right. Good evening, Andy, from Professor Auntie Val. Vanessa Kamage, hey, fam, at Andy Ortiz, showing the love in the house. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're 34 minutes in. Please smash the like button. And again, if you like what we're talking about during this live stream, check out some of the other videos. Please subscribe to the channel, click the all notification bell. And also let me know if anybody has received the YouTube notification who also may have seen the trailer. And also, please sign up for the newsletter at the very bottom. All right. So we're going to keep rolling right along so everybody understands stocks crashing, real estate, crypto, economy. Now, I want to point out something again. in 2008, 2009, 2010, remember, there was no crypto. So when everything went sideways, you could only put your money in certain things like gold, silver, precious metals, or stocks. That wasn't safe either. So what happened? Well, millionaires were made. Why? Because they bought real estate at 50, 60% off. Think about this. I'm just going to put this plain and simple. Some of you may remember, but in 2006 and 2005, you had a market just like what happened the previous 2 years here. 2021, 2020. So same thing happened. Home prices went up, but little did people really pay attention to the market. It dropped 50%, and it didn't matter which neighborhood you lived in, high end, low end, 50% or more. So that's a good thing. Homes that right now are 500,000 or 600,000, which in most places that would be expensive, except for about 5 states. Think of 350 for those cool homes now, right? 300,000 potentially. It could even be worse than before. Why? Because we have nearly 90 million to 100 million people out of work that will not qualify for a home unless they're self-employed and can show receipts. That brings us to the next thing. What are they going to do? They could do that one thing that they did before. Anybody breathing can get a loan just to stall it out from the real estate going down. That could happen again. It is happening actually quietly, but it's not the one where anybody's breathing part. They still want you to do credit checks and qualify. It's not like it's just straight out, hey, you're going to qualify. This time they are not doing that. But you're going to have to deal with this 50% drop in real estate prices, I believe. Some people may be naysayers, but I don't think I'm going to be incorrect about this. In fact, I know I'm not. History has a funny way of repeating itself. So you're going to have to be prepared. That's what is one of the solutions here. If something goes down that you like right now and it's $400,000, you can almost rest assured you may be able to pick this up 220, 230, 240, 200. Let's just put it this way, under 250 is a thing that could happen. Are you willing to wait and see? Or are you going to buy now? That's the real question. And so a lot of people are still buying now because they didn't get the memo that the new housing bubble is bursting, that it went down 17%. They didn't get the memo that foreclosures is 82% above what it was last year. They don't know about this memo. They keep thinking home prices went up 20% year over year, and they're thinking this is the time to get it. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to buy something. But don't worry, SSN Nation. You'll always be able to buy real estate. It just depends on what terms do you want to buy real estate. I would rather, again, I've pointed this out before. A lot of people say, okay, interest rates going up. Don't fool yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Interest rates are going up. All right. And you might be saying, hey, Eric, okay. In fact, I'm going to bring this up because I do this all the time and I'm going to do it again, just in case, because we always have a few new viewers, right? So I'm going to show this again so you don't have to be panicked if you miss out on any real estate deals. Let me see. I need to Google one so it comes on the screen. So, wait, here we go. All right. I just want to point this out again in case you missed this before. Here I have a 500. I'll use 500. That's reasonable. $500,000 house. Interest rate. Let's call it. I'm going to do something a little more realistic. 5.25. This is what a 5.25% interest rate means to you. 30-year gets you a $2,761 per month mortgage. All right, everybody on podcast. Hopefully you're hearing it. $500,000 mortgage, $2,761, which means you have to make 3 times that amount without any bills, without any expenses. So 2,700 times 3. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. 8,100. You got to make like $8,500 without having credit card bills, car payments, loans of any other sort. Now you get the first part of the equation where the problem is. This is why there will be a decline on purchases, and this is why there's going to be a decline on new home purchases, because new homes cost more. You'll be getting new homes at 500,000. Heaven forbid if you're at 6 or 7 or 800,000 in your neighborhood. That would be California, New York's, Washington State's, some parts of Florida. But I just want to point something out, though, because somebody might be saying, hey, you know what? I want to get this now before the interest rate increases even more. But will it be worth it to you if you woke up and said, hey, maybe I'll wait and see what happens? All right, because the economy is going to turn uglier. But I want to show you something here. So let's just go for giggles and grins. Instead of 50%, we go down to 300,000. And now the guys, instead of a 5, let's call it 6. Let's call it 6%, a whole nother point. But because it went down that much, we're going to go to 7. Notice something very interesting. Do you see the monthly mortgage on a $300,000 home, and it's only a 7.25% interest rate, which is not only, that's a lot. But your mortgage is $2,047 a month. That's almost $800 less with a higher interest rate. So you see, this is why you don't have to panic and say, hey, I'm going to buy this because I think it's going to go up, when in fact all signs signal that home prices should start dropping. So you don't have to fear that the mortgage lenders are going to charge you way ahead or way too much, because in order to get the same interest rate, check this out, you're going to have to be over 10, just to give you an idea. That's just to get close, 2,600. So you got to be at 10.25% just to break even at the lower price. So my point is, you don't have to worry about the interest rate going up 1 or 2 points. As long as the mortgage drops equally a couple of $100,000, you're still going to be good and pay less. And then when the economy gets good, guess what happens, ladies and gentlemen? They start reducing the interest rates again. So then you can refi. All right. And then once you refi, we start going back the other way. So all of a sudden you can do 8%. And now you're going, hey, I don't have to pay $2,688. I can refi and get it for $2,200. And then if they do what they're going to have to do, now you get back down to, let's say, I'll just go back to 5. Now you're back to $1,657 on a refi. So again, I've went over this before, but this is why you have to stay diligent and don't worry about the interest rate. We care about the price. Federal Reserve, in order to spur the economy, they're going to, in order for them to spur the economy, they're going to reduce the interest rates eventually. So you might have to do 1 or 2 years or whatever, 3 years, but they're going to reduce them. So you'll be able to catch up. All right. Auntie Val, Eric, Victor, Vanessa, hope you won't mind dumb questions in the weeks to come. Nope. No question is dumb here, Professor Auntie Val, because you know how it is here. This is the SSN University, SSN Academy, the No Guru Zone. We answer any questions. Everybody feel free to ask any question. There are never a dumb question, because I guarantee you this. If you ask a question, there's always some other people that are thinking about asking that same question. That's how it always works. So it's never dumb questions. Please ask away. Plus, a 500K home in an average neighborhood will run you approximately 5K to 6K a year for property tax. On top of that insurance, you need to clear over 125K a year, if not more. He's exactly right. Exactly right. Exactly right. Very well said on that front, Victor Morel. Auntie Val, absolutely. There aren't any dumb questions. You can always learn from others' mistakes. Exactly. And we all have made mistakes. And we're going to make mistakes in the future as well. So that is one of the things that you can't get away from. Just like I'm sitting here right now, I'm pretty much 100% sure real estate will come crashing down. But there's a lot of things that happen because, again, if you live in a custom home environment or where homes or average home cost is 200, 300,000 from the median price, that means you live in those neighborhoods. I implore everybody, when the stock market goes down, go look in that neighborhood that you thought was a cool neighborhood, but the prices were too high, right? But the neighborhood is still cool. Go there when the stock market goes down and then start shopping, and you're going to be shocked. You're going to be like, wait a minute, that house used to be like $1.1 million. You're seriously, this is 500,000 now. This is crazy. Don't worry. I always say this, I go the opposite way when there's a crash. You want to buy in one of the best neighborhoods. That's what you want to get. The reason why is because appreciation value, that appreciates faster than the lower end. And it's not really lower end. It's just that normal homes that are, let's say, 200,000, 150,000 after the price drop, that's a far cry from a $450,000, $500,000 house. So those homes are generally better that you're going to be buying at that higher price. So when the economy gets better, the higher price, better neighborhood homes increase in value quicker. All right. So that's the deal right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's your play. I mentioned this the other day or last week. That's the solution and the choices that you're going to have to make if you want to dabble into real estate. All right. Now, I have a situation with the DR that I cannot believe. So it's not me actually, but we have subscribers who has a property. I don't know which property it is. I probably should look in the message and find out. But here's the dilemma. I don't know what they were trying to do, but apparently I asked, first of all, owes $52,000 for a property in the DR. Apparently, I guess it's built, and I don't really know the value, but I asked him what's the value. He sent back and he said it's $90,000. Now, I haven't done the math, but that is not 50%. It might be close to 60% if we're to go with the $90,000 value. Yeah, 58%. So we're close to 60%. So he would have a 60% LTV. Now, in the DR, if you try to get a loan in the DR at a DR bank and you're not a citizen, then they're going to ask for certain things apparently. And the things they're asking for is they're told him some strange things like you might need a Dominican co-signer. That is interesting. So I just want to give you guys some heads up on what's potentially could be happening, some other things going on in the DR. So now he's like, well, I got to get funding, so I need to talk to somebody. So I was like, okay, hold on. Let me find out what you're talking about here first, because that's 57% loan to value, 58% loan to value. If it's 90, but he doesn't have an appraisal. That's the first rule, ladies and gentlemen. Before you start looking around, I would suggest you know the value of your property, because that's going to matter greatly. Because if you're wrong, that's going to affect what loan products will be available to you. So if all of a sudden he got a proper appraisal and they came back and they go, oh, this is worth 120 and you owe 52, that changes what lenders will do. Now that's a whole different ball game. But if it comes back where they say, hey, it's only worth 70,000, okay, now that would be a problem. All right. So we're going to find out all about that. So where is Mr. Koo when you need him? He's got to be working on this project. He's got thousands of customers potentially in the wings. Oh, yeah. Thank you, guys. No problem. No problem whatsoever. Ask questions away. That's the motto here in the SSN Nation. Auntie Val, you take your time, love. Never rushing anything. You got it. Exactly. She knows the deal. Professor Vanessa Kama Gates showing some love and knowledge as well, because she's actually been through it, trying to make deals with multifamily properties being outbid. I mean, you know, it's getting crazy out here, but it's okay. You just take your time, reset, say, okay, I'll sit here and wait for my cash. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about it down below in the description. There's some more love down there for you. Don't forget about that free Bitcoin that you can earn. Again, I don't talk about this enough. Crypto Tab browser. It's its own browser. You can let it run while you're at work, while you're sleeping, anytime. That's what you can do. So all I want to say is do it. I advise. And here's the other thing. It's actually more than that. It's networking, in fact. You can share your Crypto Tab link because they give you a link, and it actually, you receive additional money on other miners who decide to get their free mining going for Bitcoin. It doesn't cost you anything. You're just using old computers, old phones, or new computers, new phones. It doesn't matter. You can link all your computers together, or all your phones can be on it. So you can have all of them going. These ones that's sitting in the drawer, your phones, your tablets, or whatever, they're sitting there. You can put it in Crypto Tab. It's just that they might not be fast, but they're working and they'll be on your network. So that's what you need to do. In my opinion, you never know what could happen. You might then tell your friends. You got social media, right? You have Instagram, TikToks, Facebook, and all that. Why not share and say, hey, get your free mining, use your computer. You don't have to buy any mining equipment or rigs or anything. Use your phones, use your tablet, use your desktop while you're at work, while you're playing around, while you're sitting at the house watching TV or whatever. You can have it running. And it's pennies on the dollar, but you keep adding up pennies. Next thing you know, you will have $1. Next thing you know, you will have $10. Next thing you know, you will have $50. It just keeps going, but other people can share their link. So other people can get in on your network. So there's a builder referral network going on, just like Webull, just like Robinhood, same thing. So why not get in on that? That's passive income potentially. You never know what's going to happen with Bitcoin anyhow, right? What if it does somehow go to the stratosphere where it's $120,000 a coin or something? I don't see how that's going to happen, but what if it does? But if you're earning your computer, matter that will it? All right. Dominican cosign, yeah. Exactly, Victor Morel. I don't know what that is. They only need the only documents you need to provide to your taxpayer. Yeah, that's what I understand. You've said it exactly right. But that's why I was like, this is new. I said, this is different. I don't know why it's different. So I need further information, as with anything. This is real estate. We're talking about pre-construction and real estate, and the guy says that they want a certain, I don't know why they would need a Dominican cosign. I don't get it. And it should have been that easy. I agree with you. But once again, I need further information. And I need to find out if he's actually a USA citizen or if he's a citizen from another country. I don't know. It's because maybe there's something else going on, because I was like, this is different. It doesn't make sense. I need more info. So we'll see what it is. But that would be crazy. Okay. Let's go. I got it, my dear Auntie Val. Right on. Okay, there we go. Um, I gotta do something. Okay. Yeah. Just a second, guys. I'm gonna run a promo because I gotta send a message back for this, and I'll be right back. And it is 1 hour almost, so please make sure you smash the like button. And if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel. Click the all notification bell. And here's a promo. Let's get into it. Come on, come on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Okay, let's get into it. Hour number 2 is coming up. Oh, we need a sports interlude. The Heat and Celtics, and we have issues. The Heat lost big time. So we got to get a Heat update. Okay, hold on here. Let me see what's going on. Let me see. All right. Plus, the co-signer may ask you to add him or her to the property title. Hell no. Exactly, Victor Moreau. As a co-signer, that more than likely would be the scenario, which that's acting like Mexico. That's not good. All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about, speaking of, you know what? We haven't even talked about the pre-construction Dominican Republic because we're going to have to deal with some other things. I'm going to go to Dominican today just to get some updates. And the update is also SSN Lifestyle. You got to join that to become a member, and you are going to be able to stay in properties all over the world. That's actually something I never really talked about, SSN Lifestyle. Every membership will have advantages to stay in condos, hotels, villas around the world at discount rate. And I'm not talking about, I mean, if something's going to cost you, let's call it, well, things are crazy right now. If something's going to cost you $400 a night, and you're not going to have to pay that. So you might pay $200 a night, $225 a night, significant difference. 400 a night times 4 is 1,600. But if you pay 225, that's 900. So huge difference. All right. Just so you understand. And that's going to be part of the SSN Lifestyle, which I believe there might even be a link down below for SSN Lifestyle that you can go check out. And I should point out, .crypto, I always got to say .crypto, even though crypto's having a bad time right now. I always talk about .crypto because you might as well get that for $20. .crypto, Eric Bird .crypto, Stop Struggling Now .crypto, SSN Lifestyle .crypto. Anybody can send you crypto to that domain. I don't have to tell you, send me Bitcoin or send me Ethereum or send me Phantom. None of that. You just send whatever you want, crypto you want to use, you send it to me, and all I have to do is say ericbird.crypto. That's it. So that's pretty simple. And the link is down below. And Once you buy for $20, they have free minting with the Polygon network. So the other part of this is you can actually build a website on the .crypto. You can also run videos on the .crypto domain, just like a URL, and you use the Brave browser. All right. Now, we're going to get into Dominican today because we got to go find out what's happening over here. The electricity crisis is alleviated. Ooh, that's good. Avianca will open more flights for Colombia and other destinations, Dominican Republic. This is going to be very interesting. When you start having European travelers and you start having South American travelers, Colombia is good. Brazil, all right. Central America, when you have Costa Rica, when you have even Cuba, which is the number 2 destination in the Caribbean, flying over to the DR, that's a good sign. So now they've built the infrastructure. They're having people coming. Punta Cana is inundated with rogues and subtle vendors. Remember, we were talking about this. SSN Lifestyle members are going to have a chance to join in on being part of this subtle vendors and rogue vendors. This is very interesting. We're not going to be rogue, though. We're going to be legitimate. Rogue vendors. This is expected because of all the condos and villas that they're building. Somebody needs to be managing these things. Then when you have the customer there, that they're in front of you, you're going to be saying, hey, here's the ATV. Here's the zip line. Here's where the water park is. Here's the Kathmandu tickets. Here's the Coco Bongo tickets. Here's the Pearl Beach Club tickets. You start going down this list. You have deals and commissions coming in from all over the place, but you're going to have a whole bunch of people trying to offer. Oh, and here's a timeshare. Come view it. We'll pay you a credit card of $100 or whatever. I mean, this is going to be crazy. So this is no surprise that this is happening. Here it is right here. An implosion of sellers has accompanied the expansion of real estate promotions. There are all kinds, multinationals, medium-sized companies, countless people who operate. This is going to be crazy, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. 600 electricity meters are registered between villas and apartments each month. This is getting out of control. We knew this was going to happen, and this is why SSN Lifestyle members, by the Ring of Fire, you're going to have a chance to be able to invest in business opportunities in the DR. All right. So this is the thing. All right, here it is. Halftime. Heat got their bucks kicked. Yes, but they are up 5 at the half. Well, that's a good news, because I was hoping you weren't going to say they were down by 15. As long as they're up by 5 and it's halftime, this is a good sign. At least they're going to be engaged in the game. So hopefully we can get this 3-2 happening. Let's go. This is crazy. Eric, did you hear about Corey Zeidman? No, I did not. $25 million sports betting scheme. Moses Tillman, I don't know who Corey Zeidman is. Unfortunately, we'll talk about, in fact, just for giggles and grins, we're going to have to go check this out. But I love this. Rogue and subtle vendors. Residential growth in the area mentioned above is high. This is true. So here we are. This is going to be very, very interesting over the years. So this is not unexpected. All of this happening. Here we go. Argentina will connect Punta Cana with Havana. Remember, I was just talking about it. Cuba, Argentina, Cuba coming to the DR. It's going to be very, very interesting over the next few years what happens there. While there could be a downturn in America, upturn elsewhere. Very interesting. All right. Now, let me go see who this Corey Zeidman is. Did he say $25 million scheme? Let's see what happens here. I don't know who this is. Poker. Oh, oh no. Are you serious? Okay, now I know who Corey Zeidman is. Jeez, are you serious? Wow, this just popped up on my feed the other day. He was actually promoting this thing. I got a video. Oh no. Okay, I know who I don't know. I didn't remember his name, but I know who it is. He's a poker pro. Um, but he was promoting something, and I was like, forget that. Ran from January 2004 to March 2020. Holy smokes. Wow. Wow. This is incredible. Now I see why you mentioned him. That is crazy. Wow. Okay. Okay. That isn't good. Go Bolts. Another Stanley Cup. Let's effing go. Yup. Absolutely, Moses. Three-peat. Let's go. Oh, there you go. I think that's what's going to happen. Yep. Corey got arrested. Wow. Yep. He's a poker player in New York. I don't know. I didn't really okay, first of all, I played poker, but I don't think I ever met Corey Zeidman. Um until I see a picture, then I'll know for sure, but I don't think I ever played with him. Second off, there was a feed that just came up recently where this pro was trying to promote something. I don't know what that was. I just ignored it because most of the poker players, not most, I'll say there's this segment, 20-25%, who are degenerates. They gamble. So this is no surprise. Actually, I think he's from Florida. All right. Punta Cana doesn't have an electrical issue. They handle the mighty dollars, not Dominican pesos anymore. Exactly. Exactly. Yep. The electrical situation was averted. And of course, he lives in Florida. Oh my God. Moses Tillman. Let's see here. Why don't we have images of this guy? What's going on? This is big time. $25 million scheme. Geesh. Yeah, this is interesting. This is very, very interesting. I want to see what the guy looks like. Um, wow. Hold on a second, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. No, I can't. I've played with him. No, I haven't played with him. Bogus sports betting group. Stole their life savings. Good God. Holy smokes. And persuaded them to drain their retirement accounts to invest in this bogus sports betting group. Oh, no. So he wasn't even really doing sports betting? Per Action Network, Zeidman has 4 tournament wins to his Poker Pro credit with 42 cashes for Cindy. Oh, my. Wow. Yep, I received something, but I didn't realize. Wow. Yeah, placing ads. I saw it. But again, that's not a win for me when the poker player is uh, in a gambling crazy. Yep, yep, crazy. This is crazy, crazy. All right, I think I'm stuck. I don't know why. I've been trying to get on the screen. I'm stuck. Okay, I have an ad on the screen now. That's weird. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like I have a little problem. I don't know why. Hopefully, you can still hear me. All right. Well, this is news. Bernie Madoff of poker. Okay, we have a little problem. I'm going to have to do this. I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden we started talking about Corey Seidman and stuff happened. Bernie made off of poker. Oh yeah, exactly. That's amazing. There's something like this that happened that's under the radar. Ultimate Bet. They had insider trading back in the day. Insider, the guys could actually play poker and they could see your hole card. So they exploited something in the back end. So there was a few players, and one of them, Russ Hamilton, allegedly was one of them, and he's actually a WSOP bracelet winner, main event winner, and he was actually in on doing some of this, and he's still walking around free. And again, allegedly, but again, there's a bunch of people that say it's not allegedly. All right, let's change the subject. Exactly, Vanessa Kamake. Exactly, because we have our own problems here in the house. Stocks, real estate, crypto, economy crashing, millionaires are made right now. This is your opportunity coming up in the next 24 months. How about the next 7 months? The next 5 months? Opportunity could knock, but you're going to have to be looking, ladies and gentlemen. Whether it's stocks, whether it's real estate, whether it's crypto, whether it's the economy overall, you have to actually be looking for the opportunity. All right. So are you going to be looking for it? Let me know, because otherwise you're not going to be an emerging millionaire if you don't. In fact, the middle class is getting wiped out right now because of interest rates increase, because they're printing more money. They printed more money, and now the money supply is totally overcharged, and now inflation is kicking in, so you have no choice but to try to take advantage when the stock market or the real estate market or the crypto market crashes. Now keep in mind, crypto, that is a little problem in itself, because there's been a bear market literally for the last 6 months, so you have to keep that in mind. Eric, tourists are back on the road with a vengeance. I'm fully booked, as in 100% for the next 3 months. Wow. I am really concerned now about wear and tear. I only need 25% of those bookings in Punta Cana. Exactly, Victor Morel. But hey, Victor Morel, you're in a whole different ball game at Margaritaville, Orlando. Margaritaville, Cap Cana, I don't even know if they'll be able to get 100% for you, but I know Cana Rock should be a nice place to rent as well. But this is crazy. 100%, ladies and gentlemen, which only goes to show you he bought a relatively high-end. Margaritaville is generally high-end. People love it. It is awesome. 5-star. And people are willing to pay that price. In fact, he's 100% booked. Victor Marrero, let me know what size unit you have again. Is it a 3-2? Because I'm actually going to show people something. This is why you can't be afraid. Margaritaville, Orlando. This is why you can't be afraid, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to show you something here. I don't know if I want to go to Expedia. I'm not going to go to Expedia. I'm going to go to their actual website. All right. SSN Sports Channel. That's right, Moses Tillman. Professor Auntie Val just started it off about a week or two ago. No, there isn't a YouTube channel for SSN Sports Channel. We're doing SSN updates. That's what we're doing. Great news, Victor. 100%. Yeah. For the next 3 months. Is that incredible? Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. Oh, by the way, Marrero, let me know what size unit you have. I think it's a 3-2. If I'm not I don't know what size unit he has, but I'll just go with the sleep 6, sleep 5, sleep 6. All right, traveling. Let's go next week, because this is, what it is. So here we go. I don't know. Let's go. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Let me see. I'll go. Okay, set. And then I'll say depart Sunday. Set depart. Oh, this is different. Okay. Oh, no. Are you serious? Are you serious? They're making me input. All right. Well, we'll start over then. I won't go to your website. Let's go to Margaritaville. So we need to sleep 7 people, right? Six people. Let's just do 6. Let's see what we're talking about here. The man's talking about 100%, ladies and gentlemen. Is that cool or what? The 27th, that's Friday to Thursday. I'll just do 5 nights. We're going to do, we want I'll say 5. Let's see what we have. Let's go. What do we have here, ladies and gentlemen? 5 people in house. Doesn't look like anything's available here. We are sold out. Holy smokes. Sold out, ladies and gentlemen. Is that incredible? Let's go midweek. June 5th through the 9th. For 5 travelers. Oh, it's just going to pick Orlando, right? Oh, Margaritaville. 246. Interesting. Oh, here we go. I think he has a cottage. 1,500 for midweek. That's interesting. 300 a night. We'll go with one. I don't know what he actually has, but we'll go with this. VIP access. What's the prices? Let's go. My internet's slow, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. Let me get out of this. All right. But anyhow, I'm trying to find out. Here we are. Okay, 3-bedroom. 1,800. Okay. And this is midweek. That's the 5th through the 9th. So what's a week? Okay. So here you go, ladies and gentlemen. Check this out. I'll flip it to do it this way. 10th include a weekend. So we're talking about 1,800. So that means it's probably going to be in the 2s, I would imagine, if there's something available. 100%. Yes. Look at here, ladies and gentlemen. 600 a night for a 3-bedroom. $650 a night. $3,000. Whoa. For the 10th through the 14th, that includes a weekend. This is 100%, man, getting these type of prices, ladies and gentlemen, paying 30% for them to rent it for him. And I believe a lot of people will give up 30% of $3,000 a week or more, because that's not even a week. That's only 4 nights. So actually, if we ran this 7 nights, we're going to be at some ungodly amount of money. 4 G's, 4,500, almost 5 G's. Check this out. Mr. Marrero's kicking butt, taking names. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, he bought his for $300,000, including the furniture package, a little under $290, I think it is, or $285. And he's able to get this type of money now. So here we are, $4,616 for the week, giving up $1,200 roughly, or a little more, for fees, collecting, but even if you call it 33,000, that could equal 12,000 a month plus, ladies and gentlemen. And apparently that's what he's going to be getting. Passive income at 100% occupancy over the next 3 months. This is incredible. Oh, I didn't even have it on the screen, so you guys didn't even see it. Hold on a second. You didn't even see it. So I'll show you, just so you know. We only deal in facts around here. Here's the 3-bedroom superior cottage. Here's the 3-bedroom premium, and here's the 3-bedroom plus. The least and I didn't see there was 3 different kinds. The least he could do is 4,400 for the week. This is June 10th through the 17th, by the way. This is Margaritaville, 3-bedroom cottage. Where was it? Right here. They have different ones. I don't know what the differences are, but they have different ones. And you're talking over $4,000 per week. And take out 30%, 1,200 and some dollars. He's going to be in the 3,000s per week. Whether it's 3,100, 3,300, 3,500, whatever it is. He's kicking ass, taking names. And don't forget, during holiday times, you even get to charge more, which is coming up. July 4th is in a week. This weekend, he's able to charge whatever for Memorial Day. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, real estate. You got to love it when you have rental property. So 100%, that is beautiful. Unbelievable. Victor Marrero, wow, says Moses Tillman. Exactly, Moses Tillman. Wow, that's awesome, Victor. Tell me about it. I truly believe the decisions we make in the next 5 years will be the difference for the rest of our lives moving forward. Exactly. I wish I could afford another one. The cheapest one, if you can find it, goes for over $600K. I only have a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. It can sleep 6. The bigger homes next to me are being sold for $2 million. Holy, yeah, with a $3,300 or $4,000 per week, a person could earn $20,000 per month if you rent it out 100%. That translates into $80,000 a month, which translates into damn near $1 million in revenue. Wouldn't make them, worth 2 at least. Actually, more than that. 2 million is actually undervalued, but you can't get that rate all year long. That's the thing. So, but anyhow, so we'll go to see. I got a 2-bedroom. It's still 2,900, so it's still 3,000. So that's still a nice chunk of change. 12%. I mean 30%, 900. So you're still in the 2,000s per week, 8 G's minimum, and then some, because I know you average 9 to 13 or something. So, and remember, there's 52 weeks in a year. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Each 2-bedroom, you're still clocking the 8 G's, 9 G's, if you're 100% passive income, making a third of the per. But you have to take a chance, and he took a chance, and he's winning at this point. So you can't be mad, Marrero, that you got one of the winners at the right time. So I know you wish you would have gotten 2, but one's good enough, and it allows you to parlay in that passive income into another investment, which actually, you can't get 2 million's a bit much. Wow, that's awesome, Victor. That prices you out. And she says the magic. That's why I had to put on here. Millionaires are made now, ladies and gentlemen. That's what's happening. If you can make moves, I wish I could afford another one. Yeah, I know you do. Fact, sis. That's why we have to move wisely. Victor M made one of those smart moves. Exactly. Oh, yeah, he did. That's exactly right. LRR, Luxury Residential Management Company, is doing an outstanding job. But that 30% monthly management fee is thousands of dollars every month. Exactly. I am staying 2 nights in June and had to reserve it 6 months ago. Jeez. Wow. So speaking of that, Victor Morel, this is going to come up for people because I don't do any management rentals from some other company. What happens with the furniture replacement? That's what I want to know. Do they call you guys up? You've owned it long enough. Do they call you up at 2 years or 3 years? When do they call you up and say, hey, where you need to replace your furnishings? Or are they replacing your furnishings one by one? Meaning, if the sofa needs to be replaced, you replace the sofa. If there's an end table that needs to be replaced, you replace the end table. Let us know how that went. I have a premium cottage on that page. Okay. So the premium cottage says 3 bedroom. So, oh, premium cottage right here. He gets to charge more. One queen bed, one king bed, one twin, one queen bed, 3 twin beds, one king bed, one king, one twin. Wonder what the difference is. Very interesting. 13 and 11. Self parking reserved. I wonder what that is. That is a big difference. 2,900 or 4,000. Huge difference, ladies and gentlemen. Huge difference. That's 2,800, well, almost 3,000 per week, or almost 2,000 per week. Huge difference over a 4 week span. And 100%, that's 12 G's minimum that he would receive. It appears in the month of June. And if we're talking about June, July, and August, then that means he's going to be doing $12,000, $13,000 per month or more potentially, because if he gets another week in there, that could be another 3G. So he could be at 15,000, 12,000. In one of those months, he could get 15, and once 12, 12, 12, 5, 12, 6, somewhere in there. That's beautiful work if you can get it, ladies and gentlemen. Passive income. He bought it for 300. He's going to make a third of that this year. Last year and the year before, that could be it. 300's back already. He's on the right. He's doing the right damn thing. So that's beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. See, this is exactly how you have to position yourself depending on what you want to do. If you're out here saying, I want passive income in real estate, you love real estate, and that's the way to go, then now he illustrated a point I made earlier. Margaritaville is a high-end resort. You see the prices people are paying. Some people sit there and they go, oh, no, nobody's going to pay these prices. And that's why you have to make sure when you buy real estate, you want it to be in a certain area. You're picking the area, location, location, location. And with rental properties, you have to pick amenities, amenities, amenities to go with it. And when you're upscale, you have the clientele to come. Believe me, people will spend the money. There's a lot of top 10 percenters. 35 million people travel. Out of those 35 million, let's call it, in America, let's just say what it is. You have like 20 million of them traveling. 20 million people, divide that by 52 or 50, doesn't matter however you want to do it. You can start figuring out how many people are actually traveling per week that can afford to travel and don't care how much it costs, but they do care about where they're going to stay. And they want to stay in upscale or great places with the amenities. So even if this wasn't called Margaritaville, all right, but it was called Yourville, and you had the same build, the same amenities as Margaritaville, and is known as an upscale location, you too would be getting this type of money. There is no distinction. As long as you have the quality and you are known for the quality, then you will have that rental rate. So that's why I always say, when we talk real estate, we talk about pre-construction, you're going to furnish your property. I always say furnish it upscale. Separate yourself. We have no problem with another person furnishing theirs upscale. That's what you want, is upscale, because now you're going to be charging more. And then you'll have the reviews. You'll have the people when they leave going, man, I loved it. I had food in the fridge, which doesn't have to do with upscale. They even had me at the free beach resort when I stayed there. For them, it's free. I paid it. They even had a private chef come in for me. They did all this stuff. All of a sudden, your unit, aka Margaritaville, Yourville, your condo, your villa is Yourville. There's competition to Margaritaville. There's like what would you call Westons are always around. You always have higher end. Marriott's are decent. I mean, you have high end properties. The Four Seasons, you have high end properties. People still pay. And notice you still have competition, and people will stay at Four Seasons. They'll stay at Margaritaville. All right. So the same rules apply. You figure out amenities, location, and you furnish your apartment to separate it from every ordinary apartment. So when people leave or they take pictures, because this is Instagram, social media era, people are taking pictures. Next thing you know, people are saying, hey, my unit didn't look like that. Wait a minute, what's going on? This guy stayed in the same place I stayed at, and his unit was like that, and my unit was just regular old sofa, love seat, normal kitchen table, normal countertop, normal everything, and I just paid $50 less per night than this guy's. This guy who has a jacuzzi on the porch and the patio, this guy who has a terrace, we have the same unit, but this guy has a jacuzzi. This guy has a fire pit. This guy's got a bar. What the hell's going on here? I'd have paid the extra 50 a night to stay in that unit. So you got to keep that in mind. All right, for furniture, they take 10% off the rental income. Oh, I love it. And put it in reserve fund. Furniture is replaced every 3 to 4 years. Okay, so they're on the right schedule. It will be next year for me. That's another Ethan Allen furniture hit. Yeah, but you got the reserve. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, Victor Morel just mentioned something that I forgot entirely about over these years. When we're talking about rental income, he just brought it up. The 10%, the reserve. You're making this money, you should put aside a reserve. 10% is decent enough. So when you start really thinking about his 10%, let's just say he does 10,000 a month. That means 1,000 per month is going in a reserve fund. At the end of 3 years, I think you're not going to mind having 3,000 or 30,000 or 35,000 as furniture replacement. And that money's earned passively from renters that you didn't have to work for. And now at the end of their 3 to 4 years, when they replace it, they have the money to replace it. You don't have to come out of pocket 35, 40 G's, even though you might have it, but still it goes a lot easier. So why not have that little reserve fund there? And that's what you're supposed to do, by the way, which I have been omitting. And that is very, very good information that he just dropped, which I went by my mind all these years to mention, is you do want a reserve. So because especially if you're doing what we were doing in Dominican Republic or in Miami or anywhere else, you want to have that reserve because you don't know what furniture is going to cost down the road. That's all I'm going to say. Just like right now, there's people like Marrero. He's going to have to deal with this. Furniture that may have only cost 20, what did he say before? 30,000? No, it was 50,000 before. So it could be more than 50,000 now to replace because they want to make it fresh. They want to make it hot. They want to make it the best place. So they're not just going to go out here and go get some cheap stuff. He mentioned they're going to Ethan Allen. And you know Ethan Allen is not going to have cheap stuff. So there you go. You're so right about that. Every time we go even with my 10% discount as an owner, I end up paying over $200 for drinks and food. Exactly. The Margaritaville fans don't care how much they spend. It's crazy. Exactly, Victor Marrero. It gets crazy. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, it's not. He's at Margaritaville, high end. So I'm just going to say this again in the real estate. Make your property that you're renting high end. If it's not in Margaritaville, you still need to make your unit high end. That's what you need to do. You have to separate yourself. There's a lot of high end places to stay in Orlando. But people are booking up Margaritaville for a reason, not only because of the unit, but because of the amenities. So remember, amenities, location, and you want to make sure you have the best unit, or you try to have the best unit, because it's not like it's open house, so you can go see everybody's unit to make sure yours is cool, but you make yours high end. So then that way, when somebody comes in, you know it can't be any worse than anybody's. Right? You want to make sure, again, that all your furnishings are comfortable. Don't go in there doing the old Punta Cana tricks, or shall I say, vacation rental tricks. Don't do those tricks. You have a dining room table. Don't go for the cheapy dining room table. Don't go for the cheapy plastic chair type dining room chairs. You don't do that. Get some cool ass chairs, your bar stools. Yeah, I know the half moon where, that they're wooden. Those are kind of cool if you're at a bar because they don't want you sitting there all day drinking or not drinking. But in a home environment, a villa environment, you want to have those, and you want to have it where they're cool, cushiony. It's to relax. You're on vacation type vibes. So that's why you want to stay upscale. I'm just going to say it again. It'll bring you back money. Because I hope this Margaritaville that we're talking about illustrates this to you. Who would, if you told somebody they're going to spend for a week, let's call it $4,500, you would be saying, okay, this place is going to be pretty cool. You would be correct. But you're not going to pay $4,500, and I'll use Motel 6 because everybody knows Motel 6. But you're not going to stay at Motel 6 for $4,500. You'd be like laughing. You'd be like, you're joking. Yeah, that's not going to happen. So that are the differences. You have to be known by the quality. And that's what you want to do when you have real estate and you're renting it out. All right. Facts. When people are on vacay mode, they spend lots of moolah. Exactly, Vanessa Kamagate. Because the people that can go on vacation, those are the people that have the spendable money. They have disposable income, as they call it. So therefore, they don't care. And in case we have new people here, I'm going to give another story I've told before. And I was just shocked, quite frankly, because here I am at my favorite place in Napa, Vino Bello Resort. Vino Bello Resort. You guys heard me talk about this. Some of you heard the story before. And at Vino Bello Resort, I'm going to set this all up for you. It's a vineyard. It's surrounded by an actual vineyard, first of all. So the setting is cool. It's a 5-star, or used to be 5-star. It still is probably. I haven't been there in a while, over the last year. But a 5-star. And then they have a children's pool, an adult pool, barbecue outside, tables. You have children, they have a splash pad at the family pool, let's call it. The splash pad is out there. Barbecue grills are out there. Okay, that's cool. The adult pool, that's cool. They even have a freaking bowling alley, pool tables. In this little bowling alley, pool table, dartboard area, they have another cool lounge that you can order food. Okay, cool. They have a 5-star restaurant on site. The food is awesome. Cool. So all that's cool. That may be typical, right? Except out back is a wine cave. That's right. And in the wine cave, they have the spa, the one that pampers people. You can be in there for hours, spa, right? But also, the wine cave actually has wine tasting room in there. So that is the situation. And they have a shuttle for free that takes you into downtown because you're about, I'd say, 7 miles from downtown or 5 miles from downtown. So a shuttle's for free that'll take you back and forth. When the upcoming Bottle Rock happens this weekend, they will take you down and drop you off at the Bottle Rock Festival. That's a music festival. So that is the setup. Just so you know, yes, they have valet. You pull up the valet, of course. It's 5-star, all right? Rooms. Yeah, they're 500, 600, 700 a night, right? Okay, or more. 1,000 for a 2-bedroom. More than Margaritaville, by the way. So we're sitting at the wine cave, drinking. This guy's next to me, and I hear his wife say something like this. Man, I don't even really like this place. She's like, I want to go back to where we just came from. And that's standing right next to me. And I'm looking at her like, what? Are you serious? I'm like, this is like my favorite place. I was like, what more do you want? And she starts going, well, we just came from the West End and then the Virgin Islands. I was like, oh, okay. I get you now. The West End at Virgin Islands, that's also 5-star. They don't even have a wine cave. They do have the spa. They don't even have a bowling alley. They don't have a game room. They don't have none of that. They don't have a vineyard out back. But yet, she says, I don't like this place as much as the West End. Here's the funny thing. So then I asked her, I was like curious. I said, okay, so what room are you staying in? So now I find out they're staying in a studio. It's like a studio unit, but it's not in the Vino Bello section. It's in what they call the Meritage section. And that's more or less a very, very nice hotel unit with the tub and all that. But it's not like where I'm staying at. So the point I'm trying to end up saying is this. The place she was staying at, that studio unit, cost like $550, $600 a night, which everybody would say, whoa, that's up there. The West End is over $1,000 per night, but no more amenities. But they have the West End name. They're at the beach, but she'd rather stay there. And she's bitching and moaning at the place that has better amenities than the West End. She prefers the West End. Well, this goes along once again with what I'm trying to tell you. If you have a real estate property that you're renting out, the reason why you want to always be top notch is because of customers like her. Even though she's in a place that is over and above what they offer you at the West End and the Virgin Islands, she'd rather go stay back at the Virgin Islands. That just goes to show you West End and the Virgin Islands has appeal there more than even the wine cave, the spas, even all the amenities. She doesn't care nothing about that. Let me go back to the West End. I couldn't believe it. So that goes to the fact that Vanessa Comegate said people want to spend moolah. So when you're talking about high end, when somebody's going to spend $600 a night, somebody's going to spend $1,000 per night, that's just it. People with money have disposable income. They're not going to care. They just want to be in a cool environment when they walk into their unit or into the building. They just want that cool environment. All right. Lodgings have to match the atmosphere. Exactly, Vanessa Comegate, or a person's preference, right? So, again, we talked about Newport Beach, Marriott. Some people, I've heard people say, I don't like Newport Beach Marriott. That was one person, but 100 people say, I want to stay there again. So it all depends on what your expectations are and what you want. So just letting you know, that's why real estate, if you can get something that you can rent out, just make sure you're getting something at a very good venue. So we were talking about, Dominican Republic. So when we talked about Vista Cana, when we talk about Cana Rock, when we talk about downtown, and then we talk about the beach. And by the way, if you're an SSN Lifestyle member, you're going to be able to stay at these that I just mentioned. And then some, because that's part of your membership. You'll get discounted rates. You're not going to have to pay whatever the rates are going to be. But, and then, of course, if you're a Founders Club member, there's only 15 slots. That means you actually get to stay for free at some of these locations. You get a week's worth of free stay plus other items such as free chef for one night, Coco Bongo tickets going down to the island of Isla Sonoa. I can't even pronounce that. But anyhow, go down there on a trip. I mean, it's going to be cool, right? But for everybody else that's not a Founders Club member, you still have a membership, and so you'll get discounted rates to stay there. So wouldn't it be cool if you can stay at a place that, let's just say, I'm not saying this how much you're going to be able to rent stuff for in the DR, but I'll just give a number. Let's just say the normal rental rate is 300 a night, and you get to pay 150. 150 is a lot better than 300. 2,100 versus 1,050. Big difference. And affordability is a big difference in affordability because you already have to fly there, right? And there's other things that's going to happen as well. But as a member of SSN Lifestyle, you're going to have a car, a vehicle come pick you up. So you're not even going to have to worry about that to and from for the airport transfers. So all I'm saying is there's many things that's going to come into play. So the link is down below. Check it out. And just to prove my point, let me go Weston. I think it's St. John. Let's go see. I believe it is. I think it is. It is. It is. There's the Weston St. John. I'm just curious. I want to find out what they're charging these days. Oh, well, this weekend they're charging $659 a night for a hotel unit. That's interesting. Oh, that's right. Weston is a Marriott property now. This should be interesting. Let's go check it out. Let's see. I put in the 10th through the 17th, so we're going to find out the difference right now. I don't know if this is considered high season. I do know this weekend is going to be Memorial Day, so I'm going to put in 5, which I don't even know if they can accommodate that, but we'll see. So we're going to put in. I don't want to do tonight. We don't. Oh, they do have the 2-bedroom villas. $740 a night. There we are. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's for a 2-bedroom. That's incredible. I don't even think this is considered high season over there. Okay, so we're going to put in June 10th, and we're going to go see the difference, which I don't think there's going to be much difference, but we'll see. What did I do? I did the 10th through the 14th, was it? No, I did a whole week eventually. Let's go see what we got here. 2-bedroom. Let's see. So if it's going to be $700 a night, then clearly it's going to be into the 5G range if it's that same price. Well, we have problems here. They're sold out. Oh my, 100% for them too. This is crazy. Oh, here you go, ladies and gentlemen. You can see this, right? That's 700 and something per night on average for a 2-bedroom. So there you go. And then it goes to 46 when you go after in the months of June. So there you go. Now, that's 5 adults. That's interesting. So hopefully, and you see, they're booked too. People are paying. People are paying, ladies and gentlemen. You can see this, right? So again, I implore you, if you're going to be in the rental business for real estate, short-term rentals, that is, I'm not referring to monthly rentals. Monthly rentals are a whole nother ballgame. But if you're going to do this vacation rental stuff, then you want to have very well updated furnishings and have amenities. And whether the amenities is a beach, a fake beach, a real beach, a water park, I don't care what the amenities are. You need amenities because you need your customer base to go, hey, I'll stay there because they have this, 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 and this. They don't want to stay in a place like, I'm going to have to call it out what it is, like Primavera, that only has a pool, a basketball court, tennis court maybe, and fitness center and a game room. Okay, that's cool. But when you start saying, okay, we have restaurants and we have bars on site, that in itself is a thing. And then when you have other amenities, when you start going, yeah, we have yoga, we have golf, we have all this other amenities, all of a sudden people are like, well, I'll pay the extra $50, $100 per night. So those are the things that you have to consider. All right. And here we are, 1 hour, 50 minutes in. Lodgings have to match the atmosphere. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see what we got here. All right. We're talking tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So please smash the like button. And if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel. Click the all notification bell. And also, I want to point out something I should have mentioned. I'm going to have to run a video on this maybe. SSN Lifestyle members, if you are up. All right. PayPal turned off the subscription for Premier. So you should have received an email to go back in and reset your monthly payment, because only current monthly payment members who are current are going to receive their bonus pool money in June. All right. Just letting you know that. So that is a good thing. Let's see what else we got. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I might have to wrap this up. So hopefully you got a little bit of insights into stocks, real estate, crypto, economy crashing. Yes, it's going to happen. You're just going to have to be prepared. Have that duffel bag of cash. You know how I always say this, if you can. And always think about it. You don't have to do anything, but at least think about it. Start doing some research now to understand how much prices are, whether it's stock price, whether it's real estate, whether it's crypto, and anything else. Check your prices so you understand how far it has fallen or how far it has fallen already. If something has already fallen 40, 50%, that's a lot. But if it drops another 20, 30%, that's even more. And if it drops that, maybe time to buy, because then overall you'll know, hey, that's like a 70, 80% drop. I think now is a good time I could buy. I could live with that 80% drop or 70% drop or 60% drop. So just think about it. Do your research, ladies and gentlemen. And with all that said, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here. And that's why we have to keep talking about things like, get your free Bitcoin by mining it using your computer. The link is down below. We have to talk about this type of thing. We have to talk about being able to buy real estate and what to expect when the real estate market goes down. When the stock market goes down, you're supposed to buy more stocks that you love. In fact, just call them blue chip stocks, right? Procter and Gamble, Johnson and Johnson, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Starbucks, these kind of companies that'll even give you a little bit of dividends. Apple, Microsoft, Tesla's even gone down. Elon Musk playing around again, ladies and gentlemen. Tesla into the 600s. Beautiful work if you can get it, right? Amazon's going down. Everything is making a correction in a bear market, and I'm loving it. So you have to determine when is the time to buy more. And with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.